Alrighty guys, welcome to another episode with Handyman Dan. On today's episode we're doing the gearbox oil on the Transit. It's a super quick, simple job, so I'll run through a few things with you and show you how to do it. So we're parked on a bit of a slope, so if you are on a bit of a slope you might need to jack the vehicle up so that it is somewhat level. I know the floor in here is super level and that's good enough. So that means we can drain the gearbox oil and fill it to the correct level. As you can see, it's also level running the other way. So basically you just want to make sure you're on a somewhat semi-level surface. It can be a little bit out, but it's just because you're using the fill hole as the level point on the gearbox. So it's kind of, you just keep it just below that. So obviously if you're on a massive slope, then that'll change it. But if you're pretty flat, it should be fine. We're on a pretty big slope, so I've just jacked the van up, sorry. As you can see. Got it jacked up, so then we're level on the inside, and now we'll run through changing this gearbox oil. So one thing you need is a catch pan or drain pan, and then you'll just need a few small tools and a torque wrench. Or you can do it up by hand, either or. So we need 2.2 litres of this specific oil. As you can read on the back, we're looking for the Ford WSD M2C200C. That's what's specified in the manual, and that's what this is. So this works perfectly. We need 2.2 litres, and then you should have, so you need to buy 3 of these, and you'll have a little bit left over, or you could buy a bigger 2.5 potentially litre bottle. But these are very, very easy with the easy squeeze pouch. You just put the nozzle on the end to squeeze them in. It makes it so much easier, and then you should have a little bit left. Okay, so this is the gearbox here. This one is your fill hole, and this one down here is your drain hole. So you have fill hole and drain hole. Now it's always a good idea to undo the fill hole first, just to make sure you can get it undone before you go ahead and drain your gearbox oil, because you're a bit screwed if you can only get this one undone but you can't get this one undone. So we'll go ahead and undo this one. It's the 8mm hex. So just undo that. Perfect. Sweet, so we can get that undone, and now we can proceed to undo this drain. So we'll just undo that. Oh, there we go. Righty, now you got your catch can underneath, ready to catch the oil. And some rags as well will be handy to have. In the gearbox, it doesn't smell too bad. As you can see by the colour, it definitely is fairly old, so it's good. We went for a little drive this morning, so the gearbox oil was kind of lukewarm, it's not freezing cold, so that's always good to help let it drain through the system. We can undo. Alright, now it's slowed down to a pretty slow drip. We'll get the drain plug and put it back in. Alright, and this one's 50 Newton meters. 50 Newton meters. Perfect. Alright, now that's that done, we'll just give it a quick wipe around again. Now we can get our squeeze packs. Now I'm just going to squeeze a little bit out into here, just because these have been sitting in the back drawers for a little bit. So I just want to clean that nozzle, get any gunk and debris out of there. there's just a little bit of dust and whatnot in there. So now all we do is put the nozzle up into the fill hole and squeeze away. Because this will be, by the time we got rid of that little bit, this one will be probably about 900 ml or so. Try and tip it up so we can get the last little drop. So I've just got that resting up above the exhaust, draining out and in. Beautiful. That's pretty much all of that. Okay. Now we can swap it out for the other bag. Alrighty, now we do the last little bit of the 2.2 litres that we need to put in. Roughly Alrighty, so now we've checked it with our dipstick or our finger. Just put it in a little bit. So as you can see, we dipped it in a tiny little bit and we've got a nice little bowl of oil on the end of it. So that would definitely be between 0 and 5 mil between the fill hole. So that is good enough for me. We can throw the plug back in. This one is 30 Newton meters. You don't have to use this for this, it's definitely less critical, but seeing as I've got it here, as well use it. Right. Give everything a nice wipe off. Anything where any oil around, all that stuff on the exhaust will be fine. Next time we drive it, that'll all just evaporate off. And now we'll clean everything up. Now remember to dispose of your oil correctly. I've just tipped the rest of it into this one and we'll drop it off at our nearest Super Cheap and they can dispose of it. It doesn't matter that the oils are mixed because when they go to recycle it, they'll just distill off the oils at their different viscosities and stuff like that and then use it for whatever they use it for, so it's not that big a deal. So I have about 300 ml left in this one. You should all have a little bit more. It's just I used some out of one of the other pouches just on another vehicle just as a top up, so that's why I've pretty much got not much left of this, but yeah, if you end up going through all three then you've put too much fluid in, so just make sure you try and stick to around the 2.2 litres and you should be all sweet. Alrighty, I hope you found that video helpful. I hope it gave you the confidence to do your own gearbox oil, and if you liked the video please give it a like and I'll see you in the next one. Catch you.